Today we're checking out Omar Apollo's album Ivory. This will be the first time we're checking out Omar on the channel, so I'm excited to get into this. I have heard of him, but I've never heard any of his music before. And we're reacting to this album because it won a Patreon poll. If you'd also like to vote on polls and get reaction requests, the link to my Patreon is in the description. So we're going to listen to the album the whole way through. We are also going to cover the bonus tracks endlessly up until Pretty Boy, but those tracks will be Patreon exclusive, so see a link in the description to the extended reaction where we react to the bonus tracks. Before we continue, please like and subscribe. Let's get right into it.
If you put your head on my sleeve, do you want me to sing you asleep? I wouldn't tell a soul what you dream. I think you'd want me to know it's like Ivory.
Beautiful intro with that little a cappella number. I love that. Very, very tasteful. Gorgeous tone to his voice. Very smooth. This is Talk. Interesting style. He's a very skilled vocalist. Okay, so what I feel about this track is that these rapped parts are a bit underwhelming. I'm not sold on the delivery there, but the melodic chorus is very strong. That sort of drunken vocal delivery, that always sounded a bit forced to me. It's a bit of a trendy sound. Maybe he started the trend. I'm much more into this beautiful sung vocal, personally. The production actually is very clean. Great mixing. Interesting. Is that a real guitar, I wonder? It's so distorted. Very fun, distorted guitar slash synth solo. That was a really great addition. No, a rave moment. An interesting opener. I'm not quite sold on his sound yet. Let's listen to a few more tracks and get our bearings. This is very Mariah coded. Very touch my body. I love his voice. This song is No Good Reason, by the way. These verses are so silly, but fun. I like that he's like doing his own little version of a mid 2000s Mariah track. That's what I'm getting from this. I like that part where it goes, no. That's cool. Interesting harmony. Wonder who the rapper on this song is. I don't think it says. Could be him, with his voice pitched differently. That song was more my thing. Very short. This song is Invincible, featuring Daniel Caesar, who I also don't really know. Going into a more potentially slower vibe here. This is very vibey.
24 hours after CS1 release, I miss my girl, it's time to hit the streets. I went to check my dogs, get some vitamin C.
This must be Daniel if he's singing about a girl.
Drip with the cold ivy, out of consciousness if I ever slept it. And I woke up in an ambulance. If I were to go, tell me, would you notice me?
Kind of a dark song, I think, is what I'm gathering from these lyrics. I love whatever is going on there in the production with the bass and the subtle drums.
64 hours since my baby spoke to me.
And this must be Omar.
He kissed me now,
Yeah.
I love his dopamine. I tried to go to sleep with my brain on 2CB. You won't believe what happened to me.
This is the most interesting song so far. I love the structure of it, the overall atmosphere. Really cool mix of influences. You know what's cool is that Daniel's vocals are not overly pitch corrected. He's a little flat here and there, but it adds to the authenticity. And these backing vocals by Omar. Love that complex. I would almost consider this a breakbeat. Interesting contrast with that very complex, intense drum and the spacey background, atmospheric stuff. Really great track. Definitely a dark meaning to this song, I'm gathering. Definitely a standout. This is Endlessly. This is an interlude. Oh man, I kind of wish this was a full song. This is groovy. We are hearing this more high-pitched voice at times. It's gotta be Omar's voice pitched up as a different character or something. This is Killing Me. Getting really into the pure R&B vibes with this. That melodic synth is gorgeous.
Do I depend on you? 16 about to pull up. Think about your body too much. I'm feeling you for real.
I can't believe I've never listened to him before, because this is really my thing. Gorgeous vocals, crisp production, and really pretty melodies.
Touch me like you know you provide to. Ain't one to lie to, just one to slide through. What I do makes me wonder if I'm alright. Holding back feelings like it's the end of my life. That's why you're killing me. That's why you're killing me. Te lo juro, solo pienso en ti. Cuando me tocas y me llamas,
The harmonies. Sounded a little bit more passionate when he was singing in Spanish. Wow.
Fuck me like you fantasize. Touch me like you know you provide to. Ain't one to lie to.
This second verse is really bringing the heat. I'd love more harmonies in the chorus. Maybe that's because I'm so married to early 2000s R&B, which was stacked with harmonies. You might be going for a more modern sound where the main line is just kind of there. That's fair enough too. I would really love more harmonies built out in that chorus. But that one was really strong too. This is Go Away.
You can take the throne. Body flows like gold. Beating hearts like clothes. Without you, time moves slow. Do you think that I could stay? 'Cause if I leave then I complain. I know this feeling's not a crime. You said you feel it all the time. But if you have to go away again, I just don't see you enough. I wish I saw you enough. It's something in the way I feel your skin. I just don't see you enough. I wish I saw you enough. If you saw me every morning, would you feel less important?
This song is nice. It's well produced, well performed. His voice sounds great on it. I don't know what's missing for me though. It might be the most boring song so far. It's more pop adjacent, I guess. Very easy listening. And despite his skill, he's so reserved. Maybe too reserved for my taste. This falsetto is pretty, but I love a little bit more mixed voice or a belt. And I think that's within his capability. That's probably just his own taste. He doesn't feel like belting out the notes. I could really do with that passion to wake me up a bit. And some of the melodies on this, the melody writing isn't as strong as some of the previous tracks. But production-wise, I don't really have any complaints. I think this song is achieving the feeling it wants completely. I think that chorus would really hit if he belted it. I'd also love some ad-libs from him to add some variety to this track. It's probably the only song that I'll complain is too long. See how the next track sounds. Another change of pace. Waiting on You. Another shorter one.
Handsome and tall, my baby. They think he gets all the ladies. If you were there, then you would know. Don't even care that nobody invites him to all the parties. If he cared, then he would go.
Love that bass. I think the warmth of this track, it really evokes the lyrics really well. You can really feel the love in this song. That contentment with someone that you're enamored by. And I appreciate the more organic sound of the instruments. I wouldn't say this kind of music is something I would seek out, although I can recognize the positive aspects that I just pointed out. For other listeners, there's just something very laid back about this. I feel like I need more going on in my music. And here we have a really pretty sort of guitar solo kind of thing. I love those kinds of details. But I don't know, personally, there's something kind of dull about the sound at the same time. Hard to explain. It's really a personal thing, I think. I'm starting to worry that his vocal delivery is a little one-note. I'm not sure if a whole album of this limited delivery is something I would enjoy. But let's keep it rolling. Petrified. There we go. Just as I was complaining about it, it gives me more of that juice that I want.
A stranger convinced me to cancel my trip. You sang me a song, but it didn't exist. Said an angel came down and gave him a
That's the kind of stuff I'm looking for.
I believe in making up.
The song is a standout.
I believe in making up. I believe
That buzzing guitar,
what I feel.
supporting the passion in the song.
Lately I've been able to see more clear. Thinking of you more each day. I'm thinking about all the words you say to me.
Interesting mix of like country, indie rock, grunge too, and I guess a little bit of R&B. Cool song. Maybe my favorite on the album, actually. That was a good one. This song is Personally.
Cause I really don't wanna be here alone. Too many people I don't see no more. Too many feelings I don't feel no more. Cause I really don't wanna be here alone. Too many people I don't need no more. So many doubts that I start keeping score. Remember when you told me that I ain't lonely, you used to hold me. You always was the one to make up reasons quick. Now
There's something about this vocal flow that is very trendy for the time. This song, this album came out in 2022.
Last night, said that you would always have some reason, and how come you only did that on the weekend?
This is a very mainstream sort of trap hip hop flow. It's making this song feel a little bit more generic.
Don't take this personally. I just can't be the person you need.
And the vocal processing is a little overboard on this one. A bit of cursive singing in this too, not my thing. But the common thread between all his music is that the production is very tasteful and enhances everything that's going on. So while I don't like the flow of this song, or his vocal delivery, I don't like the cursive singing, the instrumental is beautifully done. Lots to pay attention to. You got the acoustic guitar, the subtle harmonies.
Relax, he told me, relax, but I can focus if I don't fight back. When you said I love you, you was joking then. Ain't seen you in years, but we ain't spoken since. And don't take this personally, I just can't be the person you need. What we got ain't working for me, and all it ever did was change the person.
I can see how this song might appeal to a lot of people because you could say it's very creative in the sense that it's almost approaching the song like a diary. So many words, so many sentences. It is more of a spoken situation. Someone talking to themselves or running through their own thoughts. That is pretty cool, and the background music matches that well.
So many doubts that I start keeping score.
I heard, or I read that he actually scrapped a lot of the music for this album and rewrote it soon before it was intended to get fully post-produced. And I can tell that all of this music has had a lot of good work put into it, so it makes sense. and I think he was right to do that. This is En el Olvido.
Me pegó la bala sin tu calor.
Very pretty falsetto
Me
there.
acuerdo de antes, tiene otras amantes. Me da dolor. Tú no sabes tanto que yo haría tocarte las manitas debajo del cielo. Algo importante quiero mostrarte, quizás no tengo el valor. Arrancaste todo que quedaba.
Why can't we get this passion when he sings in English?
Cariño, yo fui buen amante. En el olvido quiero dejarte. Renuncias lo que daba.
This is a gorgeous song. Certainly a standout because of his vocal performance, the melodies. I think it's a little overproduced. I'd love a little bit less processing on his voice in this one again, but as far as the songwriting goes, it's very pretty.
Tocarte las manitas debajo del cielo. Algo importante quiero mostrarte, quizás no tengo el valor. Arrancaste todo que quedaba por razones que no aceptaba. Cariño, yo fui buen amante. En el olvido quiero
Some weird edits in the vocal comping, where there's two different takes spliced together a little clumsily. I saw production-wise, this song was actually a bit weaker, which is a shame, because strong song, very strong vocal on this one. So now are we going to go back to a more timid delivery if the next song is in English? This is a good start. Tamagotchi. I like that title.
This is Tamagotchi. 12 hours to Milwaukee. Bitch, I'm making bread. Sound like Pavarotti. Bitch, my Vaseline. You can't get it off me. Bitch, this not my scene. Vamos pa' Miami. Feel on my waistline. I'm in LA for hours away. Just hit me on FaceTime. Feeling so good. Singing the bass line.
This is a kind of a straight up trap flow.
At the same time.
Bit underwhelming. I think this song, out of all the tracks, probably will age the poorest.
I see you coming, I come for you. Need you around me, I know you do. Ando de gira y todos me sigan, los chicos me quieren tocar. Tengo dinero y ando soltero, dime lo que quieres comprar. Aquí está muy frío, nos vamos de sigo, ¿dónde quieres ir a volar?
The Spanish really brings out the devil in him.
Bitch, it's Tamagotchi. 12 hours to Milwaukee. Bitch, I'm making bread. Sound like Pavarotti. Bitch, my Vaseline. You can't get it off me. Bitch, this not my scene. Vamos pa' Miami. Feel on my waistline.
Not sure if I'm a fan of the English lyrics in this song. Maybe I prefer the Spanish lyrics because I'm protected from any lines that I might find a little dodgy, since I don't understand it. Not a bad hook in the chorus, actually.
Is this what you want? I'm sure I ain't tryna run no more. Ain't see you once or more. You're all that I want for sure. Is this what you got? I'm sure I ain't tryna run no more. Ain't see you once or more. You're all that I want.
Bit of a weird segment. A lot going on, but nothing really very good or taking the spotlight.
Vamos pa' Miami.
This is the worst song on the album, I think. Fun, I guess, but a bit of a left field situation in terms of the album's cohesion, I'd say. This is Can't Get Over You. Some of these interlude songs have very strong hooks, and I wonder why they weren't developed into full songs. Sometimes that just happens, you know, when you're writing a song you just don't know where to take it, and that one hook is the only good part you got. This is Evergreen. Okay.
Evergreen, he controls me. Was there something wrong with my body? Am I not what you wanted, babe? If I ever tried, I would. Evergreen, he tears me to pieces. Doesn't even have to try. She don't know you like me. She could never love you more than me. But sometimes
I'm thinking about this one hard.
pray that you'll fall in love.
It's got a waltz flow. That is something that also was kind of trendy for ballads in mid to late 2010s. I think that his style, now that I've heard a good chunk of his music, it's a very well done iteration of his influences. R&B, bit of pop, bit of grunge, you know. And he's a very skilled vocalist. I mean, listen to this. But I'm not picking up on what would make his music special enough for me to remember it or go back to it. Apart from his voice, the songs are in general quite approachable, accessible. Tasteful. But I'm missing something to really grab me or shock me or wrench my heart. And that's just my personal experience. But I do have to emphasize that, like the production, the arrangement, there's lots of really like pretty moments and everything. He's executing it all really well. Maybe it's just all a bit too clean. Does that make sense? Too clean, too friendly, too edible. I'd like something that goes down a bit more difficultly and makes me gag. Oh, that sounded really bad. Anyway, this is Bad Life featuring Kali Uchis.
And I'm still thinking how you touch me, yeah. That's a bad life that you're living. Oh, that you're living. That's a bad life that you're living. Oh, that you're living.
This song is cute. It's got me going like this.
I can be selfish. You laid your head on me heavy, but I can't help but think you lost me, yeah. That's a bad life that you live.
Almost like a nursery rhyme. Very simple melody, but I don't hate it. Ooh, I love these strings coming in like that. Is this Kali? I'm obsessed with this string arrangement. This is another one of my standouts. It's really got me just kind of shutting up and listening. Gorgeous moment with that drum beat and the strings in the background. Really gorgeous. Definitely a standout, that one. I'm glad we're getting a couple good, memorable tracks here towards the end. This is the last song we're checking out on YouTube. Follow us over to Patreon if you'd like to hear my thoughts on the 5 bonus tracks. Mr. Neighbor.
I know you watch the rising sun like I do. Staring at God's anchor. Pillows soft as leaves that fall.
This song reminds me of a group called, I think they're called Baths. B-A-T-H-S. Doesn't Frank Ocean's music sound a little bit like this? I'm not too familiar with Frank either, but that's where my mind goes here. Like, kind of random. The transitions here are kind of random, and it's a little bit more loosely structured than some of the other tracks in this album. A little bit more experimental. This is actually more what I was looking for. Not sure if I love this song, but these unexpected turns are... I'm kind of down with that. These are ad-libs, I don't know. I don't know about these ad-libs. And here we have the instruments winding down because this is the end of the official album, I guess. I really do enjoy all the instrumental flourishes in all the tracks. Okay. So like I said, we are going to move over to Patreon now for the songs Endlessly up until Pretty Boy. The link is in the description to the extended reaction. If you don't decide to follow us over to Patreon, thanks for watching anyway, I hope you enjoyed. But as for my overall experience with the main track list, Omar has a beautiful voice, beautiful tone, good agility too, and overall very sincere delivery and an impressive range. Maybe there was a little bit too much processing and tuning on his vocals at times, but you can just tell from the resonance that you hear that he's capable of hitting all of those notes without production, no problem. It's really a stylistic decision to process his vocals like that because he is aiming for a very clean sound, which he achieved on this album. You can hear every single element of the arrangements so purely. Every song feels so elegant. A lot of heart put into this work, a lot of soul, a lot of love. And I find it hard to make any comments that would imply this album needs to be improved in any way, because I really do think this album is a great achievement and it really set out to do what it wanted to do. But if I were to speak on what this music might be missing for me in terms of my own taste, I struggle to identify something in this album that I find to be very original. It's a really well done iteration of all of his influences, with the focus being on his voice, which is a very successful approach overall. But even in terms of the vocal performance, like I said, I was missing a little bit more from him. He was very reserved, gave us some passion and feeling, especially on the song Petrified, I believe. And I understand that, he's not really aiming for an album full of power ballads, which that song sort of borderlines. And maybe I'm giving myself away there. I kind of want to hear more songs where he's going full Luis Miguel or Celine Dion, but that's not what he wants to make, and that's fair enough. If I had to pick another standout, it would be the song Bad Life featuring Kali Uchis. I thought that was a really pretty gorgeous track. But since I don't consider this album really that experimental or varied, some of the songs did blend together, and not many really popped out at me, although while I was listening, I was able to vibe along to them easily enough. Okay, let me know what you thought of this album and my analysis. If you don't know me, my name is Ohak Cade. I'm the composer for the symphonic metal project Valcada. You can check out our music down below. You can also see a link to my full reaction database spreadsheet if you're curious about all of the other music I've covered on the channel. Otherwise, please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Thanks so much and take care.